Is there a reason these lights are
Keep
on?
playing IT.
We're sitting in the
Playing
dark.
out the role of IT.
They're over there. I turned the spotlights on. I guess I didn't get those. Hit the button below.
That's-
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the October Barrow County Board of Education meeting. Appreciate everybody attending tonight. We're going to start out with the invocation and the pledge. Before that, though, I'd like to welcome back our friend, our colleague, our fellow board member, Mr. Ricky Bailey. Ricky's been out ill for the last few months, and Ricky, welcome.
Thank you, Bill.
Good to see you.
If you don't mind, I'd like to take a moment and just like to thank my fellow board members, the employees. We've been so blessed with cards and letters and texts and gifts to help us get through this. And this is a whole process, but I can't thank you enough for the love that you've shared with me and my family. So,
Love you, buddy. Welcome back.
We're
thanks.
more than excited to have you sitting in that chair tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that being said, we're going to start out with our invocation and pledge. Mr. Raper is going to do the invocation. We're going to have our pledge by the Winder Barrow High School Junior ROTC.
You guys, let's pray. Dear Lord, thank you for another opportunity to come before you. First and foremost, I just want to say how happy we are all to see Mr. Bailey sit in that chair. We're so thankful for the healing you're doing in his body right now, and just with him and his family, keeping them strong during this time. We're just so happy to see him sitting there, Lord. And tonight, I pray that you just be with us during this board meeting. All the decisions that we make, we pray for your wisdom, your guidance to do what's best for this school, this community, the students, the staff. We ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Attention, area, over, arch. Forward, march. March time, march. Colors, oh. Post the colors. Present arms.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Arch on, arch. Forward, arch. Arch on, arch. Colors, oh.
Good evening, I'm Cadet First Class Don Ryan from Winder Barrow High School.
Good evening, I'm Cadet Command Sergeant Major Commander Gutierrez, Winder Barrow High School.
Good evening, I'm Cadet Private Danny Mike from Winder Barrow High School.
Good evening, I'm Cadet Private First Class Nicholas White from Winder Barrow High School.
Arch on, arch.
Great job, cadets. Thank you so much.
Okay. First off, I'd like a motion to approve the minutes from our August 30th work session.
Second.
Mr. Raper and Ms. Stevens, all in favor? Okay. Next, the board meeting from September 6th, motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Kelly and Mr. Lumpkin, all in favor? And finally, a motion to approve tonight's minutes, or actually the minutes from September 19th.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Okay. And the approval of the agenda for tonight. Motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Kelly and Ms. Maloof, all in favor? Very good. We've got a clean and safe school committee presentation. Ms. Maloof?
Thank you. This past week, Ms. Stevens, Mr. Raper, and I visited 3 schools. As usual, we found 3 very clean, well-maintained schools. I think we find this every month when we have our clean school committee visits. After visiting Sims Academy, Bethlehem Elementary, and the alternative school, we chose this month's award be given to the alternative school.
Thank you. Buildings and grounds, any comments from the committee? Not tonight. Superintendent recognitions. Sir.
We will start off, Mr. Purno, if you come up and introduce our custodial recognitions tonight.
Good evening, everyone. We're excited tonight to announce our custodians of the month of September. Have some certificates that we can also give. And as we did last month, I'd like to read some comments that we have for each of our winners as they come up. And so first, Delia Vega, day boarder at Appalachian High School.
All right. Delia cleans the field house and other athletic facilities at Appalachian High School. Having to go behind over 80 teenage boys during football season would be a challenge for anyone. And she is respected and praised by the school and the coaching staff. So Delia, thank you for what you do. We appreciate you. Okay. And when y'all finish, we're going to take a picture out there in the lobby, so don't get away on us here. Next, Becky Busey, general cleaner at Holsonbeck Elementary School. This is a note from a kindergarten teacher at the school. Good morning. I just had to tell you all I came in early to clean my room because my tables were a mess. But when I walked in, they were spotless. My floors were amazing. I seriously almost started to cry. Please, please pass my gratitude on to the team. I appreciate more than they will ever know. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, Fidela Sandoval, Russell Middle School day porter. This is an email received from Principal Meredith Wages Peck. Fidela is exceptional. We're so grateful for the pride she takes in our school, the love she shares for our students, and the community she has built with our staff. We love her at Russell Middle School. She's the only custodian in our building for most of the day while students are here, and she's a difference maker. Our students exhibit a high level of respect for her. They recognize and appreciate the work she does. Not only is she exceptional with keeping our building clean, but you can find her greeting our students each morning in the hallway, building relationships. She understands the great role of serving the people with whom she works daily. Additionally, she's a problem solver. She's constantly seeking solutions and systems to make procedures better. She's a strong communicator and fully invested in our school. We are blessed by Ms. Fidela. Okay, and finally, Ophelina Garcia, restroom tech at County Line Elementary School. And this is an email from Principal Diane Bresson. Ophelina is an important part of our County Line Elementary School family. She works hard, is dependable, and takes pride in keeping our school looking amazing. One thing that makes her stand out is her positive attitude. She always has a smile to share with everyone she meets. We appreciate Ophelina in so many ways. And I can tell you from firsthand experience. I've seen Ophelina work in that restroom machine, and she's a whiz. She does a great job. So thank you all so much. We appreciate you.
Thanks so much, Joe. And again, thank you all for everything you do. It's, we really have an amazing team out there keeping our schools together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. Much appreciated.
At this point, I'd like to ask Ms. Ellen Petrie to come forward. We have some pretty high-level winners.
We do. We have a very special recognition. I'd like to introduce Ms. Kara Sinkle. She's the Deputy Director for the Georgia Healthy Families Alliance, and she's going to present something very, very special.
Thank you, Dr. McMichael and board members for allowing us to join you here tonight. We want to recognize the 2022 statewide Tar Wars poster winners. Some of you may have some deja vu because I think some Tar Wars poster winners were recognized not too long ago here, but the difference is that these are now statewide winners. So they went up against posters from all over the state, and just like the Braves last night or the night before last with the Mets, I should have brought my broom because Barrow County students swept the statewide poster competition. And we are just, we joked that that we shouldn't have been surprised that the three first time ever one county, one school system sweep came from Barrow. And that's because of the partnership between Barrow County Schools and the Northeast Georgia Health System. It's truly become a model across the state for other districts that present Tar Wars to follow. So before I get to the poster awards, I would like to just first quickly recognize those who really make this program possible. And so if you are here and you don't mind standing when I call your name, just the Barrow County and Northeast Georgia Health System District Partnership is represented by Sonia McClendon, Sunita Singh, Christy Moore, Angie Caton. And then we have a Georgia family physician who works with me, Dr. Monica Newton, who is a statewide leader in the Northeast Georgia Tar Wars Strike Force, as well as here in the community. Y'all are lucky to have her. She is just such a wonderful leader for the Georgia Academy in my organization. I also wanted to recognize the Barrow County Schools, their technology integration specialists from particularly last school year, 21 and 22, who were responsible for the Tar Wars lesson adaptations and training and data results. And those are Tiara Messinger and Caitlin Maynard, if they're here. But if not, we're just going to recognize them from afar tonight. And then we also want to recognize, of course, the teachers, because without them in the classrooms as well and their support of the Tar Wars program, then none of this would be possible either. So from Kennedy Elementary, we have Miss Carla Satterfield, if she's here. From Auburn Elementary, Miss Cindy Johnson. And from Yargo Elementary, Miss Angela King. So we will give a shout out. We could not do this without all of you. And also to all the family members here that are in attendance for this award presentation. One of the great things about the poster competition for Tar Wars is that it extends the Tar Wars lesson by sometimes several weeks. I would love to know how long some of the students here today worked on their poster, but they certainly have weeks and months. And so they're still continuing to talk about the lessons and brainstorm on the lessons far after the classroom presentation has ended. And so if all the family members who are here, if you'll stand just to be recognized for supporting your students that way. We also have to recognize Ellen Petrie, of course, because of all of the, she keeps us all straight and coordinates so much of the interface between the state and the amazing work that y'all are doing here in Barrow. So I guess now, without further ado, we will, I would love to be able to announce our 2022 Tar Wars poster winners. And I'm going to start with our third place Tar Wars statewide poster winner, Mr. Asari Apoku, who, oh, let's give him a hand. Come on, Asari. Asari's poster was Put It Out Before It Puts You Out. And as our third place Tar Wars poster winner, you will receive, in addition to a great color and certificate for you, you'll also have a $50 gift card as our third place poster winner, and some goodies that are coming, but that are stuck in Atlanta traffic where my colleague is right now. So hopefully she'll be here shortly with some more goodies for you, but we're gonna take some pictures outside, okay? I'm gonna hand you this right now. Congratulations. Very proud of you. And I know these are just the first of many, many, many wonderful achievements in the lives of these students, because they were so talented. Our second place winner for the statewide contest is Mr. Jaden Babylonia Hernandez. Jaden, you're a sixth grader at Westside Middle School. And I think I forgot to mention that Asari is a fifth grader at Yargo Elementary. Okay, I did not want to not mention Yargo as well. So for you, Jaden, we have your certificate, and Jaden will get a $75 gift card as well. So we'll put that here for safekeeping, and we'll take pictures. And congratulations, Jaden. I'm very proud of you. Okay, and without further ado, the moment we've all been waiting for. One thing I would like to say about this rising sixth grader at Westside Middle School, who came from Kennedy Elementary last year, is that I've been with the Georgia Tar Wars program for about 15 years. And for about 10 of those years, there was a national Tar Wars poster competition. And I will tell you that this first place Tar Wars poster would have been a contender in a national competition. It was that amazing. So just wanted to tell all of our artists to keep up the great work. I mean, y'all are so talented. But Melody Chavos, if you'll come forward as our first place Tar Wars winner. So proud of you. You'll receive a $100 gift card, and you'll also have your certificate and your poster. So congratulations. So I'll ask you, how long did it take you to do your poster? 2 days. Okay. All right. It would have taken me 2 years to do your poster, but congratulations, Melody. So proud of you. We'll get some pictures too. So,
planned for it for 1 year. She entered last year, couldn't win, so she thought about it all year.
And she executed it beautifully. Well done, Melody.
Thank you all very much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr.
Great job.
Awesome.
Sorry, Ben, everybody's leaving.
Someone can hold that.
Well, good evening, Dr. McMichael and members of the board. I'm excited to be here this evening to bring this award to our school system. Barrow County Schools was recently recognized by the Georgia Department of Education in partnership with the Georgia Economic Developers Association and Georgia Power as one of 6 school districts to receive the Economic Development Partnership designation for FY22. The Economic Development Partnership designation recognizes districts participating in the EDP certification process. It prepares them to adapt best practices and behaviors that support economic development strengthen their programs, and align education with vital regional industries. EDP elevates the capability of school systems to fulfill their role as an essential part of the community in business recruitment. Additionally, school districts are recognized as a catalyst for talent development in the community through an expansion of efforts and collaboration. The EDP program promotes increased work-based learning and youth apprenticeship opportunities, local business and industry exposure, and career-relevant classroom content for students. Dr. Barbara Wall was recently at the conference. She's the Assistant Deputy Superintendent for CTAE, and she presented the awards at the conference. She says, "I'm proud of the 6 districts for earning the EDP designation and for their efforts in ensuring that CTAE programs contribute to the economic and workforce development efforts of their community and our state." Over the last year, district CTA leadership and stakeholders worked closely with our EDP team, including a series of virtual meetings, site visits, and required documentation submission. This designation certifies that CTAE programs in their community are the center of the workforce development by creating career-related opportunities for students through high-level stakeholder engagement practices. CTAE will continue to do our part in ensuring Georgia remains the #1 state for doing business. And I would like to give my personal thanks to Lisa Malou, Ben McDaniel, Joe Vogt, who couldn't be with us this evening, and Dr. Rick Michael for their participation in this process and for all of their support over the last year. So we have a new award to hang and put out in our lobby. So thank you guys so much for this.
Thank you, Ben, Lisa, Dr. Wood.
A lot of hard work went into bringing that home, I know. Always amazed by the vast array of things that Barrow County students and staff do. It's a complete smorgasbord of things that make the Barrow County school system work.
Absolutely. Those posters, that's some talent.
Absolutely.
Okay, we don't have any visitors or requests. We're going to move on to support services. Dr. Green?
Yes, sir. Actually, this time I do have one thing to add. On Wednesday was our 40th day of school, so we did a student enrollment count. We are at, as of Wednesday, 14,902 students. So we are 98 students away from hitting that 15,000 students.
I guess that's great.
Here before Christmas. Just a fact.
You look at all the houses going up, it's not gonna be long before it's.
No, they'll be here by Christmas.
Do we have any idea how many new buses and drivers and teachers we're gonna need at the end of the year? A lot.
Moving target.
Speaking of Miss Houston.
Good evening. I'm going to give y'all my normal reports. This one is the sales tax received for the month of September, $1,653,245. And you can see how it compares to the previous years. Right there. And then, oh, we're moving right along. All right. So then our financial summary for the general fund. Our fund balance is 9/30/22 is $45,161,927. Our total revenues year to date for the month of year to date up to September 30th was $26,452,481. Our total expenditures year to date, $37,612,111. Our total revenues for the month of September, $9.6 million, and our total expenditures for the month of September, $12.4 million. And so we want to stay below the blue line for our expenditures and above the blue line for revenues, and we'll start getting our revenues starting in October, November, December for property taxes. All right, and then the next sheet is just the detail of the general fund. If y'all have any questions, just stop me. We're going to move on to our special revenue fund. So these are they run 1 month behind. So this is for the year to date up till August 31st, 2022. So our special revenue fund, our year to date revenues, $1.5 million, and our year to date expenditures, $2.9 million. For our enterprise fund, we have not received these funds yet. This is, of course, is the fines that we're getting through the school zones. Our capital projects fund, our year-to-date revenue, 1.8 million, our year-to-date expenditures, 7.7 million. Our debt service, our year-to-date revenue, 5.1 million, and our year-to-date expenditures, 1.5 million. And that's all I have for y'all tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Purtle. Dr. Moten. Ms. Bates. All right, we're going to move on. Nothing to clarify. We're going to move on to old business. We're going to talk about BCSS policy GAMB, possession of weapons by employees. The superintendent recommends removing BCSS policy GAMB, possession of weapons by employees, from public review and approving the said program. Can I get a motion from the board to approve this?
So moved.
Ms. Kelly, second.
Second.
Ms. Bramlett, all in favor of this policy?
Discussion.
Discuss.
I know I was able to review the comments that we have here. And the concern I have about this is that the folks who are most opposed to this seem to be employees, especially teachers in our system, concerned about weapons being inside schools. I believe that this policy is written so that everybody's going to be safer if we pass this policy. And I've reached out to members in my district to ask who didn't respond to the survey. And the overwhelming response has been that they think this is a good policy. But my concern is I don't want teachers upset about this. So the discussion piece of this to me is I think we need to reach out to principals and staff and reassure them or assure them that this has been well thought out, well documented, well studied.
We've had several meetings with principals and some faculty, staff members, and anyone that has asked and has been fine with it. There's still some trepidation, anything new like this, especially for teachers who, said before, they're here to teach and not,
Right.
Other people need to worry about the safety, those type of things as far as that goes. And but once we've been able to assure them that that's the case, it hasn't been a big issue. Something like this, there's always going to be some out there that feel strongly either way. But and I agree, that was my kind of hiccup going into it to begin with. But we've talked with the principals, especially at length, even before we brought it to you. Well, about the same time we brought it to y'all to make sure that they were all at least comfortable with how we were doing it. And they all have told me they are. So I think really once they see how it works, there should be hiccups on that. But I agree. I think it's a big step for some of our, especially our teaching staff.
Well, and I do hope that if teachers are concerned about it, that they will reach out and
Absolutely
work through this, because
I've
I know
offered
some
to come
people.
out to faculty meetings and
Right.
so is John Skinner and Dr. Green.
And I think a lot of the trepidation, a lot of the concerns came before they fully read and understood the policy. I think there was some hearsay and some comments that weren't actually factual, which caused a lot of the
It is
concern.
Bear County. You know, you're supposed to start. It when you have another one about 10:30 in the morning, so.
I appreciate you doing that, Lynn. I really do. And I think we as a board, as the Board of Education, I think something I'm proud of is we do a good job of keeping politics off of our board. We do a good job with that. This is something we're doing for the student safety. It's not a political decision. We're doing it, for safety. We have, and I think it's a really, I appreciate you doing that. It's just about safety. And a lot of the back and forth that we're hearing, sometimes I feel like it's getting a little political. And this has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do. This is about safety. And when we just talk about the facts and what we're trying to do here, it just makes sense. And I think when we're able to just discuss it reasonably, people get there. So I appreciate it.
I did reach out to some of the ones that we got letters that were against it at first, and once, I think they had not read the policy in full. One of the ones that was a teacher that did put their name on there said that once she spoke with Dr. McMichael, he alleviated her concerns, was what she told me. So.
Okay, as long as we're good with that,
Yeah.
I'm ready to.
Okay. We had a motion and a second. All in favor of this policy? Okay. We're going to move on to the consent agenda. First off, we had a capital projects funding. Superintendent recommends approval up to $20 million of the general fund balance to be loaned to the capital project fund to cover expenditures for the next year. Contribution to New Path. The superintendent recommends giving New Path a $25,000 one-time donation to help fund the Feeding Barrow initiative. Custodial program equipment, RFP. The superintendent recommends entering into a purchase agreement with Athens Janitorial Services to purchase replacement custodial equipment in an amount not to exceed $200,000. Proposal prices total $174,030.20 for the stated equipment. However, with market conditions continuing to be volatile, the recommendation includes a $25,969.80 contingency. Houghton Mifflin Harcourt into literature for Russell Middle. The superintendent recommends authorizing the payment of up to $21,200. Quote was $20,780 to Houghton Mifflin in Harcourt for the purposes of the web-based learning platform Into Literature for Russell Middle School. Purchase of this program supports the school's L4GA grant goal of providing thorough and appropriate grade level support to all students to improve literacy in the areas of reading comprehension and writing in all content areas. L4GA grant funds will be used for this purchase. Policy revision, BCBI, public participation in school board meetings. The superintendent recommends placing policy BCBI, public participation in board meetings, on the table for public review until the next scheduled meeting of the Board of Education. Can I get a motion to approve?
So move.
Second.
Ms. Stevens and Ms. Bramlett, all in favor? There's no new business tonight. Can I get approval for the authorization for committees to meet?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? We don't have any executive session tonight, so everybody gets to go home early.
Well, that's the second time in 20 years.
Okay, thanks to all of you who came and joined us. If there's nothing else for the good of the board, we shall adjourn.
Thank you.
We're not supposed to start, just because it's 33 minutes.
Now what do we do?
We're not supposed to make up stuff to do.
Get that right.